What's up, welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with the review of Tyler, the Creator's 9th album, Don't Tap the Glass. This is Tyler's follow-up to Chromacopia, which just came out last fall, and this is a surprise release from Tyler, the least amount of notice he's ever given for a project. No pre-release single at all either. And because of all that, when I first heard about Don't Tap the Glass, I was defaulting to assuming this was more of a deluxe reissue of an album, the way the Bake Sale was actually just the deluxe version of Call Me If You Get Lost from a few years ago. But no, turns out Don't Tap the Glass is a very fully formed Tyler album that is quite different from Chromacopia. Of course, Tyler's Chromacopia, he's currently on tour for that album. That album hasn't even gone through the Grammy voting yet because it's still so recent. And, I think since that album, you had Tyler make a lot of noise with his flip of Kendrick's Hey Now into That Guy, which was great. He had a big feature on Clips' POV just a few weeks ago. Of course, again, he's on a big arena tour right now. Tyler, the Creator, people know him. He's one of rap's most eclectic, but also biggest stars that we have. And it's pretty awesome, again, to see him get as far as he's gotten, given his Odd Future beginnings. Tyler, the Creator's 9th album, Don't Tap the Glass, is a great success. This is a really good happy medium for Tyler's strengths as an artist. You have this intricate, layered production that still sounds great to listen to song to song. Varied vocal performances that we've come to expect from Tyler, different flows, tones, personas, different styles of rapping and singing and everything in between. It's interesting and detailed music that doesn't grate or push you away with its quirks or its, distorted stylings. Tyler's been so experimental and he's given us so much. And this feels like a distillation of a lot of those things that he's come to do so well. Making a dance-forward album designed to make you move, and most importantly to me, rapping a lot on the album, not doing as much singing as he's done in recent works. It's a big highlight to me. I really enjoyed this one. Frankly, I want to listen to this more than I want to listen to Chromacopia. Is Chromacopia more interesting lyrically? Yes, but I think Don't Tap the Glass has more fun songs, in my opinion. And that dichotomy is what makes Tyler so great, because he has such this of a wide-ranging discography that can do and give you so many different feelings and vibes. But this is really in line with what I like from Tyler these days. The first song, Big Poe, which was actually in snippet form on the promotional website that came up for this album, is the only thing you really got to hear in the lead up to it. Had this electronic auto-tune vocals. I was vaguely getting Pussycat Dolls Buttons as a sample reference for the beat. It's not quite the same, but it's immediately where my head went. Very similar. I think if anything holds this song back, I think the hook is just kind of middling. But it's fun to hear Tyler really going in on these verses. I think this will be a really eclectic song live, especially because verse 3 you get Pharrell. Pharrell, he sounds underwater on here, but it's good to hear Skateboard P rapping again. In terms of how it sounds, I would not be shocked if he actually recorded this at the Louis Vuitton office. But it's cool to hear Pharrell on a Tyler record. Of course, Pharrell, the biggest inspiration point for so much of what Tyler does, both musically, but also in terms of fashion, just being a celebrity in general. Obviously a huge reference point, and it's cool to see them link up, for obviously because how much it means to Tyler. You also have the Busta Rhymes sample with the jump on the bridge, and then even get another Pharrell verse towards the end of the song. So pretty cool. Overall, I'm pro the song. I just wish the hook was a little bit better. Sugar on My Tongue. This beat kind of reminds me of OG 80s 90s workout videos for whatever reason. More melodic from Ty, giving that sung hook. Very glitzy production on that chorus. Sucker Free. I think the chorus, the way it sounds, the way it's sung, is very MGMT to me. But I like these rapping verses once again. I think a lyric that longtime fans will really appreciate. Odd Future Wolfgang, all the bros in here. God, if we ever got an Odd Future reunion of some kind, OF Tape Volume 3, man, that'd be something, right? Obviously, some of the OF guys have been featured on Tyler works from here and there, like Damo Genesis, for example. We know he's cool with most of the guys at this point. But man, if the Hot Future guys were ever actually in here again, that would be a special time for rap. Next up, you have Mom and Them, which is only like a minute long. Gives you this like ominous, like ticking time bomb bell type sound. Tyler's voice very pitched up. Have these like distorted sounds like dropping in and fits and starts during verse 1. Song's interesting for a 1 minute song, I guess. And then that ticking time bomb vibe transitions us right into Stop Playing With Me, albeit with a different tone. And then you get a total switch up into this very true dancey beat, as we were promised. And you have these like typewriter sound in the background, either a typewriter or a machine gun, I couldn't really tell. Tyler, though, rapping very hard in the verses. The hook, though, again, a little slight for me. But he does this like fun like back and forth with himself with different voices and like personas. I really enjoy when he does that just because he's so good at it. Ring, ring, ring. I think this beat's very fun. Obviously, a phone ringing is present here. Not my favorite type of Tyler singing overall. Not really my vibe necessarily. More of an understated rap flow as well. I think the second verse, though, the flow is a lot catchier alongside those drums. Don't Tap the Glass, the track, and Tweaking, a 2-track, 1 song type deal here. I think this one's really awesome. I couldn't quite place it, but it sounded like xylophone maybe with hi-hats or something. Flow very tight. I think the hook a bit too repetitive for me. The way it restarts, though, with Tweaking, I actually really enjoyed it. You get the synthesizer, then a new flow from Tyler once again. Really fun track overall. Has a lot going for it. Don't You Worry, Baby. You have actually some featured singing once again here. And then Tyler's vocals, though, drowned out by the synths. I just didn't love the mix on this, especially when you combine that with a repetitive hook again. I think it's probably one of, if not the weakest song here for me. I'll Take Care of You. Again, some more featured, female vocals here. Really understated song. It's just the hook, honestly. Nothing special for me as well. And then lastly, you have Tell Me What It Is. Drum tempo, I think, is really dope here. Tyler singing very Flower Boy-esque when it comes to Tyler singing. So I guess you could call that like early Tyler singing, right? The first time he really did it and with much substance. That's where I got to. So yeah, like I don't think this is an album with grand aspirations. Tyler has said as much. There's no narratives, there's no deeper concept or anything like that. This is just like, as he's been talking about it, positioning an album to make you move. And I'll be curious how quickly he incorporates all this stuff into the Chromacopia tour, for that matter, because a lot of these songs are going to sound great live and do their job of making you move when you hear them in person. Overall, though, I think the album is really successful. And yeah, man, you can't pin Tyler down. You cannot predict what he's going to do. Dropping an album while he's in the middle of a tour from his previous album, who knows with Ty. But it's always interesting. And it's usually always very high quality as well, unsurprisingly. Let me know. What did you think of Tyler's 9th album, Don't Tap the Glass? Where are you at with it? Do you like it more or less than Chromacopia? Let me know. And for more music reviews, more rap reviews, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.